Now, in case anybody wants to hear the car, I'm just going to flash it up and then I'll get into my walk around. Joel from Silver Arrow Cars, and this beautiful combination of Italian design, British coachwork, and American muscle is our 1974 Jensen Interceptor Mark III. This is the last iteration of the Jensen Interceptor, being the Mark III that had the largest displacement engine. And this car has been in the same hands for 33 years, if you can believe it. This was a car that the current owner always lusted after, and through a conversation at a coffee table was told that there was one available, and 33 years ago he bought it. He used it as a summer driver in Calgary, Alberta, stored it in the winters, and then eventually decided to do a restoration on the car, and that's how you see it today. This is being a Mark III, this is the 440, so it's powered by a Chrysler 440 big block, and that is mated to a Torque Flight 727 transmission, 3-speed automatic transmission. And it seems to be a perfect blend of that American rumble and muscle and European styling. Of course, these were designed by an Italian firm. At first, not this year, but earlier years were built in Italy, and then later on, the cars were built in England by Jensen. So let me walk you around this. This video is just to show you, in combination with all the photos we've taken of the car, just the condition of it overall, and just explain the car a little bit more. So, in 2009, Mr. Carney, the current owner and consigner of the car, decided to take on a restoration job with Mulsanne Motor Car in Calgary, Alberta. That's where they fully disassembled the car, rebuilt the engine, rebuilt the transmission, stripped down the body, repainted it in crimson red, redid any of the chrome that needed doing, painted the wheels, refinished the wheels, touched up the interior, and just kind of went through the and also added electronic fuel injection, and redid all the wiring of the car as well. So pretty comprehensive restoration, not a frame off or anything like that, but it is very comprehensive, and just let me show you exactly. The paint is extremely good quality, great shine and finish all the way around. All the panels are quite straight looking down the side of the car. Of course, those wheels were refinished. They're in fantastic condition, so you can see here. All the lenses and the lights are all in great shape. Everything works on the car. We just had the AC recharged. It is a R134, so it's nice and cool inside the cabin. They refinished the grille when they did the restoration work, so presentation is beautiful along the front. You can see the chrome is all still looking very much like new. Jensen logo looks fantastic. There's a little bit of tiny bit of rippling in the paint. deep in it. Of course, it has a very smooth finish to the surface, but very high quality paint job. The receipts you'll find in the document section of the auction. They redid the brakes and rotors. All of it is documented, and all those receipts are available. Windshield is in great condition. The odd small chip, but you really don't notice it when driving down the road and looking through the glass. The bright work around the windshield, all in great shape. Bright work around the whole car is actually in fantastic condition. Now let's look down the side of the car again here. Really big boot on these cars. Big piece of glass. Let's get inside. There's your VIN tag. Manufactured in August of '74. Is a '74 model year car. So we lift up the boot that does have the screen. This is also where you can release the gas from. All the carpets are in great shape. This is where you can access and see the rear package tray. That leather is in great condition. Does come with a car cover. And if you need the club, it's there. Does have its toolkit here. Those are spare wipers. Underside of that boot lid. Looking around at the gaskets around the lid. All the rubbers are in great shape. You can see in all the crevices here, the paint went right around. It wasn't masked off, it was a full seals out. Does have two big exhausts on the back. You can see the spare tire sitting underneath there. This rear bumper chrome is in fantastic condition. The lenses. Both look great. I'll just pop the hood. There is the heart. And as you can see, very tidy. It's got an Edelbrock intake with that Ghost Street EFI on top. I've had a couple good drives in this car. It has lots of torque, lots of power. Cruises beautifully on the highway. There's that modern air conditioning. You can see it was retrofitted as R134. Nice big rad in the front. Just a very clean, well-sorted engine bay. You'll see the earlier photos from restoration. They did a lot of work through here. A lot of refinishing. A lot of money was spent. Underside of the hood. All fully painted. Looks really great. Let's just swing around to the passenger side. I'd say on the entire car, there's only one thing I'm going to point out that I can see for paint or blemishes on the exterior. Behind the wheels, in great shape. The gentleman that brought this car to us has had a long love affair with it and was it was a very hard moment for him to let go of the car. He's obviously put a lot of love into it, and he and his wife have enjoyed a lot of time in this car. They had the interior, it was original interior. They refinished some of the seats and the leatherwork. The original headrests, we had the Velcros replaced on those. The wood in the center console, that was refinished as well. It does have a more modern stereo head in it. And again, AC works, blows cold. Just had that redone. Headliner, it looks like new. I don't know if I can, there we go. And then into the rear seats. All the leather surfaces, all the color is very nice and consistent. Love these big rear seats and these Interceptors very much. The Jensen actually made an FF, very a lot of connection, I guess, to the style and look of the Ferrari FF. Big rear seats in a Grand Touring car. Door panels and ashtrays, all in great shape as well. Bright work through the door jambs and the door sills. No scuffs or big marks on them at all. It's really impressive. The carpets are all in great shape. There's a little bit of staining on the floor of the driver's side, but I think we can get that out before the car leaves. The dash, no large cracks. Really well done. That's all the original. And that steering wheel. Panel fitment and door fitment, the latches. All looks great. It's such a cool car. So the odometer right now is showing 76,317 miles. The wood on the steering wheel feels nice and smooth in your hands, no nicks or a clear finish coming off. You can see a little bit of that staining in the carpet mats, but I think we can get that out. And then driver's seat, no cracking in the leather, just some wrinkling. Could possibly use a refresh with some color, but in good shape. And then here's your driver's door panel as well. What a cool car. Some of the partnerships that came out of the 60s, 50s, 60s, and 70s through different manufacturers are all super interesting cars, but this is a very neat and beautiful car. A lot of money was spent on this restoration. Please, if you have any questions, use the contact seller button, pick up the phone, give us a call, whatever you'd like to do. This car is being sold at no reserve. It's being sold out of Victoria, BC, Canada, and we can handle everything you need as far as getting the car to where it needs to go. Whether it's in the United States of America, no problem. We can get that imported for you and provide it to you on a Washington State title if you like, at your cost, or we can ship it abroad. Anywhere it needs to go, we can handle it, and it'd be our pleasure. Thank you very much.